So we are really excited to have you back, and you are here to talk about your upcoming show in good old Morristown, New Jersey.
Good old Morristown, New Jersey.
I know.
At the Raven Room.
The Raven Room, which is a new room.
Yeah, new room.
So it's the Horseshoe Tavern, which is a restaurant, and they've made the upstairs this new music venue in Morristown.
Yep.
And you're like one of the, it's like just in inception, so you're one of the first bands to be playing in there. Marcus Randolph, my Peeples Peeple. And if you're just tuning in, we were listening to Transplant, which is off of Marcus's brand new album, which is an awesome record, by the way.
Thank you very much.
I definitely spin it. I love it.
Thank you so much.
And I've heard you do it live, too.
Hey, we're going to do it live, and we're going to make sure that...
We're doing it live next week.
Yeah.
Live next week.
I know.
You're going to hear the Transplant live. You're going to hear all the songs on there live.
I know. It's going to be amazing. So let's talk about the album. So the album is called Transplant, but for you, it was two things. It was literal a transplant, and also I think a transplant for you in life. You had kind of like this epiphany.
Yeah, I was diagnosed with a kidney disease at the age of 25, and the doctors didn't know where it came from. I just went for a regular checkup. It actually started with my wife, just telling me to go get a checkup. A lot of times men don't really go to the doctor like they're supposed to. Y'all go to the doctor all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
for everything.
Yeah, for everything. You know what I mean? So she said, go get checked out, whatever. And I went, and everything was fine. Just the regular tests and stuff like that was fine. But when they did some blood work on me, the blood work came back, and the kidneys weren't functioning 100%. So they gave me some medicine and stuff like that, and it just got worse and worse. So after a while, I got a kidney transplant. I was on dialysis, and
Wait, but you have to say this because this story is amazing to me. Whose kidney that you have? Which I love this story.
You ready?
Yes, I love this story. This is one of my favorites.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
It was my wife.
I know.
Yeah, my wife gave me a kidney. Listen, and
Thank God for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God for her.
Seriously, that is
God I met her.
amazing.
Thank God she pushed you to the doctor.
Yep.
She saved
Told me to go to the doctor. Saved my life.
Yes.
Saved my life because it could have been worse.
You better keep her.
So she went and got
definitely.
tested. So
She ain't going nowhere.
she went and got tested, and they
Yeah.
were like, "You're a perfect match."
And the first person to get tested. Nobody else was going to get tested. You know what I mean? But that's a hard thing to do. Like especially when you got your own. I got brothers and sisters, but they have their own spouses. So
Right.
I don't expect them to give me.
Right.
Their kidney. They might have to save it for their husband or something like that. You never know.
You
know what I
never
mean?
know.
So, I don't expect nobody else to do that. I was going to kind of tough it out and just, ride along life, what I'm supposed to do. You never know what life's going to bring. So
No, you don't.
thank God that she was there for me in a match, and the rest is history. That's why I named the album Transplant.
Nice.
I love that. So, and then you are known for Robert Randolph and the Family Band, and we talked about, which I want to talk about a little bit about the Grammys, because Marcus was there in his red tux.
I saw that red outfit. I saw that whole
I
thing.
loved
You
it.
like that tux?
That was nice.
What is that like walking?
That's what we call flair.
Yes, you had swagger, Marcus.
I usually don't wear suits.
Yeah.
Like, look at me. Y'all never see me in a suit.
Yeah.
Captain Casual usually.
But I had to.
Yeah,
Of
That's a
course.
special occasion. Actually, my wife set me up. She's like, "Come on, let's go tuxedo spot." And I always take her with me when I want to get dressed up.
Of course, because she knows.
She knows.
Women.
She's definitely into fashion.
Yeah.
It's a chick thing. My wife does the same thing to me. She's like,
Yeah.
are you really going to wear that?
Yeah, right. You think it's nice? You be like, "Look, can I get away with this?" She's
Yeah,
like, "No,
no,
that's not it."
that's
It's like
not
we're
close.
going.
Right.
Oh no, I love that. Sharp. That was sharp.
She had to get me dressed.
Yes. So is that I don't want. So the Grammys, is that your first time going?
No,
You've
we
been-
actually performed. We were nominated in 2004.
Right.
We performed. So we got a couple nominations, but we just never won.
But you know what? It's an honor to be nominated. I mean, it'd be great
Yeah.
to win. Isn't it fun to be nominated?
Yeah,
I know.
It's a big party.
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, me personally, I'm not really, into all that type of stuff. Like, if it happens and I'm acknowledged or the band is acknowledged, that's cool for me. But I'm not really into the, the lights and, all that stuff.
No, you're there for the music. You're
I'm there
there
for
to
the
tell
music. I
the
just
story.
want to create music, and happy to create it with my cousin and my family band and everything like that. So, we have fun. We had a ball. Had to put a suit on for the occasion. Walking the carpet.
Yeah,
Seeing
meeting
some
some
other
people, some good
Colleagues.
performances.
Yeah, a bunch of people was out there. So we had a ball.
Good.
We had
You
a
know,
ball.
I love it. And you know what? It's fun when you know people that are at the Grammys and you know them
Mhm.
well. You know, like, and you know
Yeah.
you're going live. That was so fun.
Yeah.
So now, you mentioned, you know, you play with your cousin Robert, family band, but
Uh-huh.
you know, my People's People, that's your family too.
Yeah, that's
So
my
let's
family.
talk a little bit about, you know, that connection and how you do. Your family is so tight,
Very tight.
very supportive.
Well, what the thing is that you know, at the end of the day, we come from a musical family,
Yeah.
and it's always good to play with my cousins. We all played in church growing up together and stuff like that. So when I'm out on the road with the family band, a lot of my cousins, they do other things. Like I got a cousin that's playing with me. He plays with Eminem, and you know my other cousin plays in the country band, you know, and stuff like that. A cover country band. So at the end of the day, they want to play music too. And then we get home when I'm home off the road. We come together and we play together
Yeah.
all the time,
Yeah.
whether just hanging out in the house playing. So like, you know, just my peoples. That's my peoples. And even when we have a show with the family band, it's like I got a guest list, and they be like, "Well, who's all these people?" That's my people. You know what I'm saying? Then it'd be somebody we don't know. Well, that's just my people's people. And that's how that really
the
came.
name-
You know what I'm saying? I don't
yeah.
know everybody. And even on Saturday, when, you know, maybe some people come in and he'd be like, "Yo, my friend is coming with a trumpet or something like that." Oh, that's my people's people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all right, let him play. You know what I mean? Long as he knows what he's doing. Other than
Yeah, as long as he can
that-
play.
But the thing is, they won't bring nobody that don't, you know.
No, of course.
That's the rule. That's the rule of the family. Don't bring nobody that don't know how to play.
Yeah, because
It's a good rule.
That is a good. And you have a track where you're singing with your mom,
Ah,
right? Which is
yeah.
awesome.
Mama sing.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you a story on that. What
Yeah.
happened was I have a song that I'm going to release. I think maybe at the end of the summer. It's called Grandma Type of Love, right?
Yeah.
So I wrote a song for my grandmother, and my mom said, "That's a beautiful song. Why you didn't write one for me?"
Oh.
So that's what I came up, and I went.
Yeah.
I went in the studio and I was thinking like, I gotta write one. I did all these different things and nothing was right. I was just like, I can't just put that out there. That ain't it.
Yeah.
Then I got on the guitar, I got on the steel, and I said, hit the chords, and I was like, that's it. And then I said, let me call my mom up and tell her to get in the studio right now.
Yeah,
She
just
came.
need her to sing it now.
Yeah, just sing it, and
Yeah.
it's just a, you know, a carry on thing. Mama sing. That's it. Son, I'll sing for you. Mama will sing for you. Just keep going. You know, just, you know, it's a real, you know, it's a connection. You know, the connection between me and my mother. I'm the baby boy, so.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you that.
Yeah,
You're the
I'm the baby boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and my mother are real close. When she comes down South Jersey, she stays at my house.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the
Yeah.
house she comes to. She feels comfortable there. Even though, you know, her other kids are around, she just feels comfortable with me. That's my baby. You know what I'm saying? That's my mother.
Yeah. How many siblings do you have?
I got two sisters. My sister Shamika, that's the oldest.
Uh-huh.
Then there's my brother Michael Jr., and then my sister Monique. Yeah.
And then-
So it's just three. It's four of us.
So 2 and 2.
Two
Yeah,
and two.
perfect.
Two boys,
That
two
is
girls.
perfect.
Yeah.
And then you have two children.
I have two children, Marcus Jr.
Yeah.
and Tristan.
And she
Yeah.
sings too, because you posted a wonderful video, and she
Yeah.
was really, sending her heart out.
Yeah, she does a lot. Like, she loves to sing, she loves to dance. So I'm telling you, it's just a blessing to have kids that's talented. You know, she
Yeah.
loves to sing, dance, gymnastics. She flips all day. She can do like 4 backflips in a row. You know, yeah,
Wow,
she
good
does all
for
that cartwheel,
her.
cheerlead, anything, swim. And that's the thing. I just don't know exactly. You know, at that age, you don't know exactly what they want to do yet.
You
but I
gotta
just-
try it all.
Yeah, just do it all, and then we'll find one thing. I think the swimming could be something for her. 'Cause
Yes.
She just loves to swim. And then my son, he's a freshman in Willenboro High School, starting varsity basketball. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and since a kid, I had him playing basketball, AAU league and stuff like that. So it all paid off.
Of course, and it's great. And you have these legacies. Are they showing any? I mean, obviously your daughter is showing some interest in music. About your son, is he like picking up the drumstick?
Well,
every
he
now and-
plays the drums. He
Yeah.
always played the drums. I always
Yeah.
had a drum set, so
Yeah.
he can play the drums, but he's a sports guy. All he wants to do is play basketball. I mean, like, first thing in the morning, he walk out the room with a basketball in his hand, bouncing it.
You hear it on
You
the
know,
pavement.
My wife like, listen, stop bouncing the ball in my house. He forgets 2 minutes later. Doom.
Mom always said, don't play ball in the house.
Never play ball in the house.
That's
So he
right.
goes to the gym every morning. He gets up, takes the ball out, and just go to the gym and play ball now. You know.
That's great, though. Kids are great. I mean, they keep it real. I always say, you
They
know,
keep it real, all right.
they do, because we can get lost, in our business, the show business
True.
scene, and you got people,
true.
whispering your ear. But the family, they bring you back down to
It's
reality.
nothing like getting a phone call on the road or FaceTiming with your kids and stuff like that, or after the road you get home and you're just sitting on the couch and then your daughter flipping and your son bouncing. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
I know my wife is tired of it because she's there.
Yeah.
But I love to hear the ball bouncing and my daughter jumping off the table or something like.
Yeah.
That's what it is. This is life. This is what this is about. You know what I mean?
Well, and you know what? It's so hard to be, for your wife to be married to someone that's on the road a lot.
Yeah.
It's not an easy lifestyle. So
It's
I always
not.
give these women credit. My sister-in-law with my brother-in-law, he's on tour all the time, and she's home alone. So strong, fierce women.
Yeah. Nah, she's very strong.
And that,
she's very strong. She
she's
holds me down. My wife Trish holds me down.
Yeah.
All the time, and she could cook great meals and stuff like that. I get off the
So
airplane.
you're living the
Bonus.
dream. You are living the dream here.
She's Jamaican, so I get the
Get
Get all
Jamaican
the good
cuisine.
stuff.
Yeah.
I get the oxtails and the curry chicken and the
Nice.
They got a
chicken
Jamaican
and
place
the-
right down the road here.
What?
There's a Jamaican place right down the road here.
There is a Jamaican restaurant. There's a lot of really great restaurants. in
Open
Bowie.
today.
I don't know. I think that's that. I mean, I don't know. So I don't know what they do on Sundays, but I would think so. Yeah.
There's some good. Yeah, we got.
It's
some good
called
food
Eric's,
here.
right down at the bottom of the hill before you
Well,
get.
tell
to,
Eric we coming down right
Yeah.
after this because I'm hungry right now.
I
Too.
know. Well, Boonton's the place to be. So, so transplant. So we heard the introduction, transplant, which is kind of like I would say the anthem to the entire record because basically you're telling a story.
Yep.
Let's talk about "Mad at the World" because you did a music video
Yeah.
for that one. So let's talk a little bit how that came about, where that came from for you. It is personal.
It's very
whole record is
personal.
personal, but-
The whole record is personal,
Yeah.
but each song, has its own thing. With "Mad at the World," I'm not the, political guy and stuff like that, but I watch the news all the time. I'm very observant of a lot of things going on. So, even just growing up, like in the first part of the chorus of "Mad at the World," I say I'm mad at the system because they keep locking up my brothers. And you got to understand, I grew up in Irvington, New Jersey. So, a lot of my friends, they still in jail right now.
Yeah.
Even as a youth, we were growing up and going in and out the youth house. Like I did a little time in the youth house, but I came on out and then I got my act together. You know what I'm saying? But then I got a lot of friends that's still in there, and it's a lot of times it's over, crappy stuff, if I can say that.
Stupid shit.
Yeah, it's over stuff that's. Yeah.
That's what you mean.
I know.
That's
I know
true.
you mean. It's,
Yeah, and then see now weed is almost legal.
I know.
Marijuana, have the medicinal places and
Sure.
in Jersey now and stuff like that. So, I hope they can change that thing around too, as far as like the people that got locked up for it a long time ago. Like
Yeah.
if you gonna legalize it, let them out.
But they got to have early release for something like that, I would
Yeah,
think.
like come on
Well,
now.
because it's ruining people's lives. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like prohibition when
Yeah.
alcohol was illegal in the 20s. I mean, this is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And then like just the whole, it's a lot of things with "Mad at the World, with the government and the president and stuff. So I'm just, even when I say I'm mad at my teacher, I'm mad at my dad, it's not all about me, coming from me. It's coming from other people, like
Right.
it may be a time when my son is mad at me and, like, oh, you just mad at dad today because he won't let you do this and that. So that's what that's about. I'm not mad at my dad. My dad's great. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't have a problem with my dad. He raised me right. You know what I mean?
But maybe you
me
did,
grounded.
right, when you were young, right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So, like, but you learned, like we were talking about off air, I was telling Marcus that my daughter's like, you always say that you're on my side. And, I think she thinks that means I'm going to take her side.
You're
I'm
going to
like,
be a yes man.
I'm always on your side. I said, just come back to me in 20 years. You'll see how much your side I am
And
on.
you know what? My son is actually seeing some of that now.
Yeah.
He's understanding the thing I was telling. He's 15 now, so he's like, oh, okay, that's what you. I told you, son. I told you. You know what I mean? You're going to experience that. Walking to the high school where kids are doing different things. This ain't elementary no more. It may be a kid over there doing this or doing something he ain't supposed to be doing, or people fighting and carrying on. So, you just try to teach them.
You got to make. They got to make choices. You can't
Yeah.
be there to do it for them.
There you go. There you go. You got to make the choices. So, mad at the world, just being mad at different things and just getting the anger out on wax. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
very angry.
Yeah, but that's what music is for. I think that's what the arts is for. It is a platform. It's always been that platform. And, politics and music and theater has been going on since Greek theater.
Yeah.
When you would go, when the ancient Greeks would go see theater, they were talking about topical things. They'd be making fun of, they didn't have memes like we do now.
Right.
But they'd be making fun of the politicians in
That's true.
office.
That's true.
It's like, it's kind of, and that's what art is for. It is to be a way
Point
to
out the
express your-
fallacies in life.
Yeah.
At the Grammys, they actually made fun of Donald Trump.
Yeah, it was.
He did.
They did
Yes.
something. I forgot.
Yeah, I know.
It was the
was it?
reading his book, his
Yeah,
audio
it's
book,
Yeah, that's what it was.
and it was Hillary reading it.
Yeah.
So wait, yeah. So were you close to Hillary? Like, who did you like? Were you close to Hillary, or was she just like she came on and left?
Well, no, that's something they had.
Oh, was it
It was
telecast?
it was
a
Oh, she
pre-recorded
wasn't
thing.
there. Okay, that's
No,
right.
she
Okay.
wasn't there, but everybody else is there walking around. Well, I walked past. I bumped shows with Rick Ross, Ice-T, and Coco, who's on the red carpet with us. Everybody's there.
Yeah.
I mean, who's not there?
And it's like a kid. You're like a kid in a candy store. It's kind of like, holy, I can't
Yeah,
believe
everybody's around. Everybody's around. Then I had the honor of, just being there with the family band, and then my extended family, the Blonde Boys of Alabama,
Yeah.
their band, we're all close. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We're all close. So, it was just a fun day just to be with your partners, hanging out,
be in
enjoying
community.
music. It's a long day, trust
Yeah.
me, because we were basically, our nomination was during the daytime. They only do certain
yeah.
ones at night. So we was there early, like 3 o'clock or
Yeah,
something like
and
that.
then it was over like 11.
Right.
So that's like.
And they have that little break before they start the
The
live,
broadcast, right?
Live broadcast. So we just hanging out and just kind of kicking it. Cats just eating and drinking beers and stuff like that. That's all.
Did you ever think in a million years when you were playing football, right? Were you quarterback? What were you?
I was a quarterback.
Quarterback.
Yep. Irvington, New Jersey.
Irvington-
Irvington Golden Knights. Irvington Blue Knights. I got to plug them.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
My coach, Coach
Yeah.
Steele.
Did you
that's my
ever
coach.
imagine that you'd be doing music? Was that ever a thought in your head? Like
No,
you
I
said
thought I'd
you-
be in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in the NFL. I guarantee you, if I didn't, I guess, get steered in the wrong direction running through the streets and stuff like that, I would have been in the NFL. I
Well-
was that good.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Who do you? What player were you looking up to at that time
Yeah.
as a little inspiration?
I was a quarterback, so it was always Joe Montana. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm a 49ers fan. So
Yeah.
Joe Montana, then Steve Young came along.
Right.
Just that whole era. And then on defense, of course, we liked LT. Everybody liked Lawrence Taylor.
Everybody loves
Yeah,
Lawrence.
everybody liked LT. My brother, big Giants fan. So
I'm a huge Giant fan.
you are?
Oh yeah,
Oh, man.
hardcore when they sucked and when they were great. So I've been through all the phases.
Well, you're sucking now. man.
Yeah, we know it. Hey, listen, we beat New England a few years ago in that Super Bowl, so
That's true.
I'm okay with it.
Nah, y'all got your rings.
That's
Y'all-
right.
Yeah.
We got 4 of them at least.
Did you watch the what was your opinion about the Super Bowl? Because you're close to Philly, right?
Yeah.
So because that whole
That must have
part of
been
New
huge.
Jersey,
30 minutes from Philly.
right?
Oh, my
So it's like
gosh.
so it must have been like Philly, like
we are to New York.
crossover,
I'm
like,
still dealing with it right now.
Really?
I'm happy to be up here because I ain't got to hear all that Eagles talk.
But what,
Yeah.
was that thrilling for you? Or you like, because here's my thing. This is what and I'm pro sports because I think there's room for arts and I think there's room for athletics. I think they actually go together because, for you to be playing that slide guitar, being on stage, you need to have stamina to
That's
be
true.
doing everything that
That's
you're
true.
doing. So you need some, athleticism.
That's true.
But the rivalry between these athletic teams is
Yeah.
insane
Yeah.
to me.
Trust
Oh
me.
my
It's
gosh.
it's the fans that are insane.
No,
It's
of
the
course,
fans.
of course. It's
And
not
then
the
you know what I don't
players.
understand too? I'm happy. I'm happy for the Eagles. I always
Yeah.
I always go for the underdog.
Yeah, me
I
too.
feel like I'm the underdog sometimes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I always go for the underdog. And when they won, I was happy for them. But the only thing I don't understand about fans and stuff is like just tearing up your city. Like what?
Yeah,
What's the point of flipping cars and
There was a meme out there. It was like a picture of Philadelphia burning. It said, "What happens when the Eagles win?" And under it was the same picture. It said, "What happens when the Eagles lose?" So either way, the city was going to burn.
That's true.
And
That's true.
that's really kind of a sad thing. It's like, well, we're going to pull down the light post. We're going to flip this car. We're going to why?
You won.
I know.
Yeah.
Why?
Even if you lost, get a grip on yourself.
Get a
I
grip on
know.
yourself. It's
I
the
know,
first
like
win.
Control. But why is that? It's so. But like
Because
even,
people
like,
are assholes.
I guess. Or I just. But you know what? Do you see it at your games with your son? Are there parents that are like psycho?
Over the top crazy?
Over the
What?
top. I mean, they,
Listen,
it's,
I
course.
won't even put the parent name out there. It's
please.
definitely
That's a yes.
parents at
Yeah.
my son game. They
Yeah.
know who they are.
Yeah,
It's
and-
parents out there. They cool people though, but they go off.
It's like I know. It's funny because our kids used to play rugby, and there was a sign that was like, "This is I can't remember, but it was like basically like chill out. These are kids playing.
Right.
Like, don't run on the field or don't." But it's just that I don't know what it is, but sports, bring that out in people. Are you
Yeah.
watching the Olympics?
I flipped through it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, we're not hardcore this time, you know?
Yeah, we're not hard. We love the Summer Olympics better.
flip through it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm not like,
I like it, but
You're not a skier,
I'm not watching
Marcus?
every night.
You're not going down the slopes. No,
yeah,
I
I'm not good. I don't know watching the skiing. What I do watch in the Olympics is like I like the swimming.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
the
I like the
summer,
Summer
yeah,
Olympics.
The Summer Olympics
Yeah,
are
Summer
more-
Olympics. Exactly. Winter
Gymnastics.
Olympics, chill.
Oh, I know. It's like I don't even want to
I
be
don't even like the
outside.
cold.
I'll tell you what I like. I love the Super G when they come flying down those slopes or around those flags back and forth, and they are going so fast. I could never ever do that in my life.
I don't even understand what's going on.
Yeah.
How do you win?
You
What's going on?
fastest time, my friend, fastest time.
All
I
right.
know, but it all depends on the wax on your skis.
Yeah, it
or
depends
on
on a
your
lot of things.
board. It's crazy.
It was like we were watching. It was like a steeplechase, except it was on snowboards, like 6 people at once going down this course.
Right.
It was crazy, but that was fun to watch. I thought,
Yeah.
watching people wipe out and take out 3 other people.
I'll do it tonight.
You're gonna go skiing?
No, I'm,
Yeah,
I'm gonna flip through it.
yeah.
Flip through it. No, so you would have been a quarterback in the NFL. It was funny because we were
Yeah.
just talking about how I took the rival quarterback to my prom, and he gave the
Yes.
finger in all our pictures.
Now, that's wrong.
That is
You would
wrong.
have jumped him.
Yeah,
If
I was
any
like,
rival would have came to high school prom with our girl,
That'd have been a back alley
we
meeting.
would definitely back out of
oh,
you.
they had like a war. They had like a council. It was like this big thing. We were like, really? They like took like the.
A war council,
They had
really?
like not like a war council, but they had like a sit down at the prom. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was very, very because you know how high school football is.
Yeah.
You lived it.
I lived it.
You lived it. So Marcus is going to be playing at the Marcus Randolph and my Peeples Peeple.
Yep.
Make sure I get that in. At the Raven Room in Morristown, New Jersey, September 24th at 8 p.m.
Give us a little sample. Give us a little
Yeah,
sample.
we're going to do another song. I want to do Lift Me Up because I love that one.
Yeah, I
Is that
love
okay?
Lift Me Up too.
But Todd, one second. You can go to horseshoetavernandj.com and you can go to the Eventbrite
Eventbrite, yeah.
to grab.
And type in Marcus Randolph, and the tickets $20. Get the tickets.
But you got like all these great people coming in too, so it's like it's going to be an insane
Trust
show.
me, it's gonna be crazy. And shout out to John Ginty. John Ginty band will be in there too as well. And John is actually going to play with his band, and then he's going to play with us all night too.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen.
The master,
think
the
it's-
master of the
I
keys,
think
that
this
guy.
is going to be sold out. I hope we can get in.
We'll get in.
All right. I'm
All
like,
right, we'll sneak you out through the back door. Don't worry about it.
One way or another, we're getting in.
you can sneak me in. I'll sneak in John Ginty's organ case. No, but I think this is going to sell out.
I hope so.
I'm gonna climb over remember the old school when you would climb over the fence to get into shows.
Yes,
But,
I do.
No,
Yeah, we
I-
need to sell out. We definitely need to sell
No,
out.
I think it will. I mean, this album is great, and I've been seeing it all over. Can you tell our where'd you record the record? Give a shout out.
Showplace Studios,
the
American
Showplace.
Showplace Music. I'm on that label with my good friend Ben Elliott. You know,
Yeah.
he's not only my partner as far as with the music and stuff like that, putting it out, but Ben Elliott is also a good friend, man. He's a good guy to talk to. You know, even back in the day, we recorded in there with the family band with Ben. Like our first demos were in that studio. You know, a lot of stuff we did with Ben.
When you see that place, do you from the outside, do you think, hey, look, a recording studio?
No,
Not
listen,
even
first time we
close.
pulled up
I
there.
know.
First time we pulled up there, I would say back in 2001, 2002, or something like that. I was like,
What the hell is this?
no, but I'm a young boy. So
I know.
I like this other
I
half.
said, what
I
the hell
know.
is this? you know what I'm saying?
I know it well.
Right.
I
so,
know what's so crazy about show. It's so cool that because it's a major recording studio. And,
Oh yeah, the Stones have been in there for
I
crying
mean,
out loud.
luminary artists record in there, and it's in
Clapton was
It's
in
in
there before?
Dover.
and it's in Dover, New Jersey.
And
New
it
Jersey.
splits
Shout out New Jersey.
and it splits the building with a go-go bar.
It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. So yeah, so Ben Elliott, who and he's the head producer.
Yeah, Ben Elliott produced it. Me and Ben Elliott produced the album.
Right.
He mixed it into everything. So everything was done at Showplace. Everything was done at Showplace. So I'm on his label, with this project, and it's out there now.
I know.
I'm happy. Ben know how to get certain sounds. Like we would play, and we would come back the next day to record more. And when we walk in the door, he'd be like already there doing things, and I'd be like, "Where did that sound come from?" He was like, "That's you." But then he just like put his effects and stuff on
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So it makes it good, man. It makes it great. I love stuff like that when somebody could, take what you're doing and
Tweaks it a little.
yeah, tweak it and just kind of give you the vision. That's what I wanted. Like at the end of the day, that's really what I wanted, but I just didn't see it when I was actually playing it.
So you're looking for somebody that can take your vision maybe even a step further, maybe a
you
little
go.
a little further than you even thought, and then you go, wow, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking
but
about.
that's what making music is about.
Yeah,
When you
man.
get with a producer,
It's a collaboration.
You want a producer that's gonna get in there with you and bring your dreams to life, bring your vision to life, bring all your songs to where they need to be, and
Yeah, and not commandeer your vision and say this is what it should be.
Right.
Yeah.
You should do
Work
this, not
together.
this.
there you go. I'm not doing that. I don't like that.
No,
I don't
it's
like
like this is my record. This is my story.
Right.
This is me.
You
And-
can't tell my story.
And the thing that I love about Transplant is, this is what amazes me about just producers in general and the industry, the recording industry. People don't realize it still sounds. It doesn't sound. Not that it doesn't sound produced. It does. It sounds still
Doesn't
so
sound
raw.
overproduced.
Yeah, it sounds still so
Right.
raw and real. But I know how much work and how much time went into this.
If it ain't raw, if it ain't real, I'm not with it.
No.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
blame you, Marcus.
I'm not with it.
So we're gonna play a song which I love off this record, which Marcus did play live when he was in studio with us in November. It was my birthday weekend,
That's right.
and we went to Sharky's and had wings. It was great.
That's right.
We did. That was some good wings.
They were good wings, right? So this song, let me know, Todd, is called "Lift Me Up." This is off of Transplant. Where can they get the record Transplant if they want to download it?
Download it. It's on iTunes. It's on Amazon. I have some in my backpack if anybody want to pull up the homegrown right now.
Yeah.
Come on down.
On Saturday we'll have a merch table with
Yeah.
all the CDs up there. You can stream it everywhere. Tidal and all that stuff. So it's out there. I got some videos on
Yep.
YouTube. You guys can check out. We got a video for Mad at the World. Got the Transplant video. And we just did a video for Sucker. So check that out all on YouTube under Marcus Randolph, My Peeples Peeple, and also on my Facebook page. You can check it out, Marcus Randolph Facebook, Peeples Peeple, Facebook,
Right.
My Peeples Peeple Instagram.
I swear I follow you everywhere.
The only Mark P on Instagram.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Just different outlets to put it on.
No, you're everywhere. You're out there. You're definitely in a good way. So this is, you ready?
Yep.
Lift Me Up, Marcus Randolph, My Peeples Peeple.
Got to lift me up. Sometimes I just need a little help, a boost, something. Yeah, lift me up. That's all. Yeah. Help. Don't put me down when I'm already low. Then talk about me soon as I walk out the door. Stab me in my back once before. Turned around and whipped me up some more. You act like it's me, but it's you. Ain't no way. Do this for me. Lift me up when I'm down and I can't find my way. Pick me up if I'm lost and I start going astray. Lift me up when I'm stuck, don't know how to make it through. Pick me up
I love that song.
Ooh.
That I feel like I'm at church. I love that feeling. Where I like that song. You can just get lost. It's very rhythmic to me, and the words, and you could just keep on saying it and get. It's very meditative, like meditation. Meditative. That's the word.
Lift Me Up. When I came up with that one, it was just about the feeling. Sometimes you're down, and it really started. I'm gonna be honest. It really started from just like the things that need to be done around the house. And I would come home on tour, and sometimes I just want to rest, and hang out, and then my wife would say, "Well, you've been gone, but this needs to be fixed, or that needs to be," and I was just like,
yeah,
make me feel down. You gotta lift me up when I get home. You know what I'm saying? But I understand. I've been going. Some things I need to get to work on the house. Sometimes you forget about that. House.
Well, you know what? And let me ask you. I call that the reassimilation process. So, like Monday, I start rehearsing a new show. So I'm going to be very invested. We rehearse for 3 weeks. It's a lot of time. So I'm out mostly. I'm working, and then I'm at rehearsal, and then the show opens, and my job is done as a director, and then I have to jump. I jump back into the family stuff. What is that? I always call it the reassimilation period back into home life. What is that? What is that like for you? Like if you're on the road, you're going, you're playing these late hours, your senses are on overload because it's loud. You got fans, and then you come home and it's chill, and like we talked about, it's real. It's what life's about.
Real, it's peaceful.
Do you have a hard time? Do you need like a day of sleep?
Oh, always got to have a day of sleep.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Always got to have a day of sleep. But it kind of works out because most of the time I get home and they're at school and work.
Yeah.
So if I get home on an early flight, I go straight to bed.
Yeah.
So then once everybody get home, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they know daddy's one day. After that, tell me what you want to do.
And you're good. I think, like when you post, you're out and about, you're with your kids, and you're going out, and your date nights. So, I mean, you're definitely, you're able to.
Got to keep the spark going, keep the spice. Get out there. Because my wife likes to go out. She likes to go out. She likes to dance and stuff like that.
They all do, man.
I know. It sounds like me.
Sometimes I just want to sit on the couch.
I mean, that's just men, man. That's what we do.
I know.
Okay.
Here's an idea. Why don't you and I hang out one night and let the wives go out and have some fun?
Hey, that's a great idea. All we need is a couch and TV to support.
That's it.
Yeah, just flick on through.
Slice of pizza,
there
hoagie.
You go.
Uh-huh.
That's what we did. That's what we did last time. We just sat on the couch. I mean, and trust me. And then there are nights when I do like to be home. When you've had when you've had a busy work week. So, Marcus Randolph, My Peeples Peeple at the Raven Room in Morristown, New Jersey. Saturday, February 24th, 8 p.m.
This Saturday.
Yeah, coming up.
Where else? I put on Facebook the other day, I said, what the funk else are y'all doing in Morristown?
Yeah, nothing.
I better see the
It's a
whole
good reason to go to
Morristown out there. Everybody from Booton. I didn't know it was a Wooten.
Yeah.
Is it Wooten? I want Wooten.
Wooten.
Wooten, everybody.
Yeah, come on.
Come on out.
Come
Ain't
on
nothing else you should be doing but come in the funk with us.
We'll
you know
be dancing that night.
Come dance, come funk with us. Yeah, trust me, it's going to be a great night.
And
great
you have some
music.
special guests. You had mentioned that you have, John Ginty.
John Ginty will be there. My cousin Danielle Morgan. Now, Danielle Morgan is the original bass player of the family band. And he left the band, I would say about 4 years ago. Some things he had to take care of back at home, which was, totally, we understood it. And so now he's coming back out to play.
Nice.
You're going to play a couple songs with us and have some fun and stuff like that. So he's excited about it. I'm excited. We actually, on Friday, we all going to get together and kind of figure out what we're going to do with him. And that's the magic about it.
Yeah.
He lives in Ohio. He's going to come up from Columbus, Ohio.
Danielle lives in.
Yeah,
really?
he's always been. Yeah, that's where he's from. Columbus,
I
Ohio.
remember cousin Danielle. I have records
with the high voice.
When you first, you
Oh, yeah.
guys first came on the scene.
He'll be like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Totally remember that. Totally.
Awesome. So you'll get together on Friday, and you're
Yep.
gonna create this
it's like a reunion.
musical
I haven't
cocktail.
seen him in 4 years.
That's
of course,
amazing.
social media and we talk all the time.
Yeah, but it's different when you are
face to face. Me, him, and John Ginty will be face to face for the first time.
That's awesome.
In years.
That's gonna be epic. So where you rehearsing? Can you tell us? Maybe not. Maybe not. No, it's all right. You
Nah,
can tell
nah,
me
nah,
out
nah.
there. You can tell me out there.
No, you know what I'm gonna tell you?
Where?
This is what I will say. It's at the same place
Oh, is it?
where I pulled up as a kid and say, "What the hell is
Show
this?"
place.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Good.
we'll be at the show
good.
place. We'll be at the show place.
That's gonna be great. And
Yeah.
you know what? You're gonna figure out. That's gonna be a night of preliminary magic because the real magic's gonna happen on Saturday.
Yep.
Because you're gonna have all that energy, all those people
Yeah.
just gonna be waiting.
Yep. And Danielle's, we're gonna let him do his thing. Danielle Morgan, and then I also got Joey Williams from the Blind Boys. They play the Pack in Morristown all the time.
Yeah.
So Joey Williams will be here. He's playing, and some other people might pop up. I don't want to say their name yet because they still haven't confirmed. But
Right.
remember, we still got 6 days left.
Yeah.
You
Special guest. That's what happens.
Yeah, special guests.
Special
So
unconfirmed
just
guests.
stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm trying to
No.
get everybody in there. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to pop up. You know
But
what I
my
mean?
friend, even if it was just Marcus Randolph and my People's People, that's still an epic show.
I appreciate that.
I'm a big fan, and actually, my friend Bob was like, "Can I get a Marcus Randolph CD?" He's one of our DJs, but we have
Okay.
one here.
Yeah.
Somewhere. You just gotta find it.
It was. It's
It should
been
be in the
here
local rack.
the
I don't know
whole
why it's
time.
not.
It's been
This
here.
should be right here on the wall.
It should be. Actually,
Where
we
am I?
need-
Where
you
am
know
I?
what?
Where's my picture?
Where is your
Where
picture?
is your picture, Marcus Randolph?
This is
I
a
want to
shame.
know.
You gotta get one for us. One
My
that's got a
third
little
time up
little
here.
writing on it.
I
You know what I
know.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward. I want to do one more song off the record.
Which
And
one you want to do?
What? Well, I was thinking Mama Sang, but are you feeling something else? Mad at the World, since you got the video, or do you want to do? What are you thinking? What do you want to put out there?
Tough choice. Tough choice.
Yeah, they're
Tough
all good.
choice.
It's a great.
So many.
So many to choose
So
from.
many.
Gotta choose carefully.
Nah, let's do Mama. It's Sunday morning.
Right.
Right?
Good
Sunday
one for
soul
Mama.
Food,
Let's do
sang,
Mama.
and
All right.
Let's get
Mama
my
can
mother
sing.
played.
Yeah.
Get her voice out there.
Exactly. So this is Sylvia Randolph.
Yes, my
I
mother.
want to give her
my
a
heart.
name.
I love
And
her.
Marcus. And you ready, Ton? You let me know.
Am I ready?
Yep.
I'm
Oh,
always
you
ready.
ready?
All right. And this is Mama Sang.
Mama saved. She cool. Got a laid back attitude. Mama always treat people right. Always bragged about a baby boy. Mama had a sweet voice too. And ain't nobody knew it. Till one night, Mama sang a song. And it touched my soul. Woke me right up out my sleep, yeah. It was the sweetest voice I've ever heard. Sweetest voice. Let me tell you something. When Mama sang for me, ain't nothing better than when my mama sang for me. Wasn't nothing sweeter than when my mama sang. When my mama sang for me. Woo! Mama sung in the church choir. Best solo I ever heard. Lift me right up out my seat. Mess with my nerves. Mama got me hyped. Just by the sound of her voice. She said, son, wait a minute. Oh, Mama gonna sing for you. Calm me right down. Gonna sing something for me, Mama. When Mama sang for you. Yeah. Sweeter. Oh, when Mama sang for you. Oh, when Mama sang for you.
I love that song. And your mama can sing.
Mama can sing.
She can sing. And you're
Sing, mama.
Yes. I
Sing.
love that collaboration.
good
And
stuff.
and here's the cool thing. They're going to be doing this entire record on Saturday.
The entire
album.
record. There won't be a song that we won't do.
Yeah.
We're gonna do every song.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. The entire album, Transplant, which is available on Amazon, iTunes. I mean, come on.
Everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yep.
At your fingertips.
You have options.
So you have this record. Are you already thinking about the next one?
Listen.
Let's
tell you
enjoy a
something.
little bit.
No. One thing about me is I always have the next thing already
Lined up.
lined up.
Yeah.
It just hasn't been recorded
Right.
yet.
It's
Yeah.
lined up in your head.
It's in my head. It's in my laptop. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you gotta understand, like all these years, you know, and even during the whole sickness and everything, I still was creating because I wasn't able to be on the road. When I was on
Right.
dialysis, I was home
Yeah.
for like it was like about a year, and then I went back on the road, and then I went. I came back home because I had to be on dialysis again. You know, I
Yeah.
got a little bit better, but then so at the end of the day, I was always recording, always talking about what I would do if God, spared me and gave me another chance.
It's a good distraction to have.
There you go. You're right. It is. See, people don't understand that, and that's what I said yesterday. I think I said something about on my Facebook how God, God will knock you down a level when you think you're up there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And not saying that I am that type of way, but like we can run around and think that we the healthiest person and we look good or whatever the case may be, and then God will smack you down like, what are you doing? Get down there. Look at you. Humble yourself, brother.
You're not as
Yeah.
healthy as
Humble
you think.
yourself. You're not as healthy as you think. Treat people better. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect your life.
Yeah, make some
You know?
change.
Yeah, make some change. And that's what I did. I made some change. And at the same time, he put these songs in my head. You know what I mean? And he helped me, create these songs. Without God, I'm nothing.
You know
That's
what?
it.
I feel the same. I'm very, I don't say religious, but I'm very spiritual and I'm very connected. I've had a lot of people, leave, and pass away in my life. And let me tell you, I get signs all the time. I feel it. I feel God's love.
You feel the Spirit on you right now?
I
Because
feel
you
it.
can be saved right now.
Yeah.
The Holy Ghost can fall on you right now.
Yeah. I you know what? I've been saved.
Put your hands in the air and say hallelujah on this Sunday morning.
I know. I love that we have you here. So yeah, so you already have your second album in your head.
Well, I got some ideas for it already. I always have ideas, and then I got some of my cousins working on some stuff that we maybe like collabed on back in the day, just to make it fresh and stuff like that. It's always something that we had already in the making, and then once we get in the studio, then other things come up. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like just like recording the Transplant. I didn't have Fast Cash yet.
Right.
What happened was, in the process of recording the Transplant, I'm riding home one day and Fast Cash comes into my head, and that's all that is. Then now we got an extra song. That's Fast Cash. So I'm gonna go in with what I got and what I already. Let's just say we call it the Post-Transplant album.
Yeah.
Let's just say.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's gonna be, but just say it's called the Post-Transplant album. We'll get in there. We'll start recording Post-Transplant, and then boom, another song will come to me, and then we go from there.
So do you if you have, all right, it's like you're lying in bed and like a lyric comes to you, do you get up and like write it? Like, how do you remember? Do you have to like write
Yeah.
it down that moment or
Well,
talk into your phone?
I go to the voice memo,
Yeah.
and I just go to it and I just say da 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 da. If I got a riff in my head, I'll go right downstairs. You gotta go at the moment,
Right.
Or you
Because
lose
if you
it.
don't go, you lose it.
Yeah.
You know how many songs I lost
You know how many funny
without
lines
this
I lost?
iPhone?
I know. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
You know what? Thank God, right?
I
We
would
could
wake
pull
up.
over the side of the road and be like, if you're thinking of
Yep.
something.
Or just keep driving. I
Yeah.
mean, don't tell nobody, but you just press the voice memo and keep you driving. Nah, but just in the middle of the night, sometimes I would just wake up with a song on my heart, and it's this one song called "Wishing I Made It," and I'm gonna definitely have it on the next album. And it's one night I just woke up and I had like tears in my eyes. And I was wondering why, and it was this song was kind of about hoping and wishing you make it. Like at the end of the day, when Judgment Day come, they say when Judgment Day come, God's gonna be there and He's gonna judge everybody. He's gonna get caught up, and I just want to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not the perfect guy, but I just want to make it. I'm not the perfect guy.
But you're not the worst guy either.
I'm not the worst.
Exactly.
I'm
you
not
know
the
what?
worst, so I don't
You're
want to
just
go to
human.
hell.
You're
know what I'm
just
saying?
human. Like
I'm
we
just
all
human.
are.
Yeah.
So that song came to me, and I was just like, God, I just want to make it. I'm wishing I make it. I hope I make it. I hope I'm doing something, that you see good in, for me to be able to go into your kingdom of heaven. That's all it is. I'm a very spiritual person when it comes to stuff like that. My mother's a preacher, and my uncles and cousins and, just different people are ministers, and my dad's a deacon. So all my life I grew up around prayer, and I grew up around the Bible and stuff like that. So, it's just in me. I wake up with tears in my eyes, and I'm going to get up and I'm going to write what God told me to write.
And you know what? I love that you said your mom's a preacher. You grew up going to church, but that's why your family's so musical, because that's where the music is.
That's what it started at.
It's that spiritual, and we're all born with the gift to sing.
What time is it? It's 1:00. They're in church right now in Orange, New Jersey.
Yeah.
If anybody want to get up right now and go Orange, New Jersey, 9698 William Street.
Yeah.
In Orange, New Jersey, they're in church right now. I should try to go make it over there and if I had my guitar, I would try to go in there and play right now. They would let me right away.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Why
right
wouldn't
away.
they? But that's why your family's so talented, because you grew up going to church. You were practicing your skills.
You had a musical base to start
Yeah,
with.
because you know what you know what, I love spiritual music. I love hymnal. I love all that.
Well, that's where the steel guitar comes from.
Yeah.
The steel guitar comes from our church. It's like, a lot of churches you go to, they have the organist and stuff like that. No, we didn't have organ. So they had a drummer, it was a, old man or old lady beating on just the bass drum, boom, 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 boom. And then you had that steel guitar, boom, boom, and that's where it came from. And then Robert picked that thing up. There wasn't nobody playing steel at Orange Church in Orange, New Jersey. And Robert picked it up, and he was the first one to play out of that church.
Brought it in there.
Yeah, he brought it in there, and he just took it to another level. And then I wanted to play. I'm like, oh, snap, that thing sound good.
Yeah.
And then it was the most popular instrument.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Everyone, they
I was
had
like,
to get
what?
more.
Let me get on that one,
It's
too.
got a great sound. I love
Definitely,
the slide.
definitely.
No.
And then, we always had uncles. My granddad played the steel, so when I would go to his house, the steel be underneath the bed. I'll sneak it from underneath the bed. My uncle Buddy Boy. One thing about my Uncle Buddy Boy, which is my cousin Dwayne that plays drums in the band, my Uncle Buddy always had his steel guitar in the living room set up. And he'll be at work, and I would call him and say, "Unc, you mind if I get on your steel?" He'd say, "As long as you put it back up." So if it wasn't for my uncle, I probably would have never played steel. It wasn't because Robert was playing it,
Right.
Because Robert was killing it. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't need to play it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I was
yeah.
a drummer.
He had that locked up.
Right. He had it locked down. He still got it locked down.
Yeah.
But at the same time, my uncle had it there, and I was like, let me try it. And I thank God I did, because Mama wouldn't have came up. That's a steel playing on Mama. Lift me up. That's a steel.
Yeah.
I love
You
that.
understand what I'm saying?
What's your favorite hymn from growing up? What's your favorite gospel whatever hymnal?
Just a closer walk with thee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that?
I don't know. Do we?
I don't have it there, but I bet you've got it in that phone of yours.
We'll pull it up in a minute. I'm telling you, before we get out here, try to find just a closer walk with thee.
Wait, just a white. What is it?
Just a closer walk.
Just a closer walk. Closer walk.
It's gospel. It's listen. It's.
I see it. Wait.
You see it? Who's
Wait.
it by?
Wait.
Because
Randy,
I'm sure a lot of people covered it. Or
Randy Travis,
No.
Christopher West. I don't know who that. Peter Fountain, Mahalia Jackson.
Mahalia Jackson.
Mahalia Jackson.
Do that one.
Patsy Cline.
whatever one y'all want to do.
Mahalia Jackson.
Let's do it now, because we are going to go out.
Yeah,
Mahalia
let's
Jackson.
do it on this
Right.
Sunday morning. That's my favorite hymn song.
Ready
I
when
love
you
it.
are.
All right, here we go. This is for Marcus.
Just a closer walk with thee, Granny Jill, Lord, if you please, daily walking close with thee. Oh, let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Hallelujah, Lord, is just a closer walk with thee. Oh, Lord, Granny Jill, Lord, if please. I'm daily walking, Lordy, close with thee. Oh, let it be, dear Lord, let it be. I am weak, but thou art strong. Oh, Lord, Jesus, keep me, Lord, from my wrong. And I'll be satisfied as long as I can walk. Please let me walk, Lord, close with thee. And when my feeble life is over, help me, Lord, and time for me, Lord, won't be no more. I want you to guide me, Lordy, guide me, oh, gently, oh, to thy kingdom, Lord, kingdom show. Hallelujah, Lord, just a closer walk with thee. Granny Jill, Lord, if you please. You know I'm daily walking, Lordy, close with thee. Oh, let it be, dear Lord, Lord, let it be.
Refreshing.
I love that. Mahalia Jackson.
I'm crying in here.
Yeah.
It feels so good.
It does. You need it. It's a great way to start your week. It's a little,
Yes, Lord.
little,
Yes,
little
Lord.
connection.
Yes, Lord.
You can do it like a gospel album. That would be. Listen, I'm I'm like throwing all these ideas at Marcus.
Give
You
me
could
the
do
ideas.
this, you
I'll
could
do 'em.
this. Because I love gospel music. I was in a, believe it or not, I was in a gospel choir when I was in college. I'm not kidding.
I believe it.
I was in a gospel choir. I love, and for choir we would sing these gospel songs even in
Right.
high school, and they were always my favorite.
Yeah.
The
Nothing like
harmonies and
gospel.
everything, and just like the freeness of it.
That's true.
I love it.
That's true.
So if you're tuning in, Marcus Randolph, My Peeples Peeple, will be playing at the Raven Room in Morristown, New Jersey on February 24th, 8 p.m. You can go to horseshoetavernNJ.com and you can order your tickets, $20. Perfect, because you're going to get so much for that money. You're going to
Yeah,
get a lot
yeah,
of special guests. John Ginty Band.
Danielle Morgan will
Danielle
be there.
Morgan.
Joey Williams would definitely be there. So it may not be no name. You know, we're not. I guess we're not bringing in.
Well, but no. I think if you know music, you know who these, you know who these people are.
Yeah.
You know,
They've been through that town.
Yeah.
All those people have been through that town, and they mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing. I don't really go for the people that, hey yo, come play, so you can make the night better if we call you in. You know what I'm saying? But no, the people that's gonna make it special is the people that means a lot to me. You know what I mean? And that's what I like.
Yeah.
I stick around people that mean a lot to me. I don't
Hell
really
yeah.
be around people. If you look at me, I'm not around. I can be around these people, these stars, and get phone numbers and try to be friends with people. I don't do that
Yeah.
because I like the real around me. I'm very authentic. I'm very real. I don't.
Not that if one of them was real with you and they were like,
Yeah.
hey, and they connected with you, you'd be like, sure, I'll
Right.
take
But
your
it's
number.
not just because of
But you're not-
celebrity.
yeah,
you're
you're-
connecting on that human level.
You're not a
Yeah.
star effer.
Yeah.
Right. That means trust me, that means a lot. That means a lot.
That's,
And you know
I
what?
hear
And
that.
it's fun. And you know what? Because I consider Marcus a friend, since
Definitely.
last time we were here. And, I am very guarded with who I even allow
Mm-hmm.
into my life now because, you know what? And I think especially in the arts, we're very easy to take advantage of. Artists are.
That's true.
And the wrong people will come
That's
into
true.
your life and whisper things in your ear. And once again, your family keeps it real. They bring you back down
They
to that
keep it real.
reality. Because you know what? Your wife's going to tell you the truth. It might not be what you want to hear all the time, but she loves you.
Yeah.
And she's going to keep you on the right track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She always wants to tell me the truth.
Damn it.
Damn,
I
the
know,
truth
damn-
again.
damn
Can you
that
just pump me up
Again.
once in a while?
But
Let me up. Let
But
me up.
no, it's
Just a
truth.
little.
It's truth. I mean, it's definitely, keeping it real. It's that it's that artist balance.
Yeah.
It's that lifestyle when you're on the road and you're doing things and you're meeting people, and then it's that balance of family and
Yeah.
keeping it real. The people that mean the most to you.
And I a lot of that comes from me, like I said, growing up. I grew up around a lot of mess. You know what I'm saying? With my friends and stuff like that. Like I say about 2 years ago, one of my friends killed my friend.
Wow.
Yeah, and we all grew up together. So I kind of keep a tight circle. You never know who's, and everybody, everybody got their own situations. Where they feel they need to do this and do that. But it's mainly about just people that's close and loyal, and that's my main thing. Just to be around people that's very loyal to me.
And you have a family to
I'm not with it.
protect. You have a family that you have
Yeah.
to protect. You have
Yeah.
children. You have a wife. You can't have.
Yeah, I don't need many friends. You
toxicity,
don't want to
yeah.
be my friend, it's okay.
I'm the
I don't
same
live
way.
by that. I don't live by that.
That's
Yeah.
because you're confident. You're
Jesus
doing
is
what
my
you love.
friend.
Yeah, that's
Just a
it.
closer walk.
That's
with
the
thee.
one you need.
No, but you know what? Too many friends. I have a very, and I'm sure you do. My family, who I'm very close with, and then I have a
Small group.
small group of friends, and that's it. I don't need a lot of people. And there's people that don't like me, I'm sure, and that's fine. I mean, that's
There's 8
up
million
to them.
acquaintances out there, but there's only,
Yeah.
a close little knit group of friends.
Right.
Those are your people.
Yeah,
like
my
you
people's
say.
people. That's
My
it.
people's people.
That's right.
Sometimes my people bring somebody through, and that's my people's people. And when they bring them, like I said, they know that they
It's
better
cool to
be
bring.
real.
Yeah,
They
right.
got to be
Yeah.
authentic. You can't just bring anybody around me and my family. No, we don't do that.
No,
We'll let you know, like, who is this? Like,
you know right away. You can
Yeah,
tell right
yeah,
away.
we could tell.
So tell us, Marcus, one more time. Where can our listeners, where can the fans find you on the social medias?
Social media on Facebook, Marcus Randolph. Also, I have my Peeples Peeple page on Facebook, our band artist page, and on Instagram, it's the only Mark P, THE, only Mark P. You know what I mean? Before I had it THA, but I switched it up. Somebody had it. You know, sometimes you look at
Yeah,
it.
you're like, what?
So I had to put duh.
Yeah.
So now it's THE. It's the way it's supposed to be. The only Mark P, MARC, and not K. And also on Instagram we have my People's People page as well. I don't do Snapchat no more. We
It's
don't
just,
do that.
Snapchat's the strat. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
actually trying to weed it out too, because I'm on,
Yeah,
the
wean off of that thing.
Well, you know why? Because I get, I do PR, I do social media, but I get more on my Instagram story than I do on my Snapchat story.
Right.
Because I have more followers. So
Right.
it's just,
Yeah,
and like you're right,
yeah.
I'm doing like the same picture on everything. So
Same picture on everything. I ain't got time to be downloading.
no, I know it's like done.
all that stuff.
So follow Marcus, buy his album Transplant.
Right.
Follow me right now.
Follow him.
Don't follow him home, though. He doesn't want you to know where he
Oh,
lives.
please don't
Yeah.
follow me home. You don't want
Unless
to get
you're
hurt.
real.
No.
Yeah, really. So Marcus Randolph, you can find him on all the social medias. You can go to horseshoetavernNJ.com, and that's where you can get your tickets for the Marcus Randolph My
Next
People's People
Saturday
show
night.
Next Saturday night, the whole
Next
entire
Saturday night, we're going to be in the building. We are in the building next Saturday night. Marcus Randolph, my People's People, my good friend, my cousin, John Ginty. The John Ginty Band will be in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna be a good time.
Motown.
Gonna be a
Yeah,
good
in
time.
Motown. I lived there for a while. I lived on McCullough.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I
I know
don't
where
know if
that
it's
is.
McCullough. Was it McCullough Street
Yes.
Drive or something? Whatever.
Oh, that's like by MPAC.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
far.
it's right. Right around the corner. And then, what happened was I got in trouble at that apartment. We were young.
That apartment.
Yeah, at that apartment we were young,
Yeah.
so we the landlord wanted me out because we were doing a lot of partying in there.
Uh-huh.
So then I moved over to Bud Street,
Yeah, okay.
and that's still Morristown, but that's more near the high school and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
So that's a good name for the street that we were.
I was
Yeah.
going
The
to
reason
say,
why we got kicked out the other
that
one.
might be more appropriately named.
Yeah. So after that, I grew up, got married, and moved down to South Jersey. But I love Morristown. I went from Irvington to Morristown, and then now I'm down in Willingboro, New Jersey. But we'll be there Saturday night. I want everybody to come through. Get your tickets. You know what I mean? We appreciate the support. We're gonna put on a great show for you. It's the first one that my People's People are doing, and it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna
Hopefully everybody
it's going
come.
down. I'm definitely.
we'll be there,
I'm,
you know that.
I'm
Walk
really
up,
excited.
pull up, pop out.
Yeah.
You
But you
know?
might want to get. I'm telling you, it's going to sell out. So you're better off getting your tickets early.
Don't wait.
Saying.
Don't wait.
Because then you'll be outside in the cold while we're all
In
dancing
the rain,
on
I
the
think it's supposed to
inside.
drizzle that night.
See?
There you go.
We'll all be on the inside, and you'll all be looking in the window sad
Yeah.
because
Right.
you didn't buy your tickets.
Yep.
And it's very easy. So, Marcus, thank you so much for spending your Sunday with us. This was
appreciate you
great.
having
I'm
me.
so
Really
happy that you
appreciate y'all.
came. I'm so excited that you're playing in Morristown. Morristown's my home away from home. And we're going to go out with one song off the Transplant album. And this is the one where, you have a video.
Yeah.
The song is the one with
Mad at the World. You can check it out on YouTube. Mad at the World. I'm mad at the world.
Yeah, and you're like, and you know what? You are an actor. I mean, you're not. I mean, you had to.
Hey, get me in something.
There
then.
we go. We're gonna do.
I
show
think I
together.
could do some acting.
Yeah,
Sure
listen,
you
I'm
could.
doing a production of
Yeah.
Hair.
The next play y'all have, get me in there. I do a little bit.
There you go, Marcus.
All
But
right.
no, but you're you're yourself, but it's still a video, and you were directed, I'm sure, by the direct. Who directed your video?
Well, I don't want to say.
Okay, you don't have to. You don't have to.
No. That's
Okay.
not what I'm saying. I don't want to say he directed it.
Right, but
He shot it.
shot it. Okay.
I usually direct everything.
Yeah.
Because I have the vision in my head
Yeah,
already
right.
of what I want to do. You know what I'm
So
saying?
he was more of like your director of photography, doing all
his
the.
name is Quest.
Yeah.
Quest. You know what I mean? He you can look him up on Instagram. His
Yeah.
name is Quest, just straight up Quest.
Yeah.
So look him up on Instagram. He shot all my videos. He shot
Yeah.
the Transplant video, Man at the World, and Sucker. But usually what happens is I come to him and just tell him, give him the idea I have, and he just makes it come to life. That's it. I'll be like, hey, how about the car? I'm gonna jump out on the block that I used to live in, used to be around, and then my friends are gonna be standing outside, so I would call them, be like, hey, I'm coming up to shoot a video, just stuff like that,
Yeah.
Transplant, wheel me out in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
capture that, you know what I'm saying? Capture me in the car in pain, like fresh off surgery. That's all that's about, Sucker.
Is he the editor too?
He does all that.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
he shoots and he edits, and I just kind of directed and kind of.
And you shot in Irvington, right? You shot in your
Yeah,
old stomping
Sucker was
ground.
shot in Irvington, and a little bit in Trenton. A little bit in Trenton. When I was on the steel guitar, I
Yeah.
was in Trenton, downtown
Okay.
Trenton. Yeah.
That's when you're on the side, right?
Yep, right on the side. Yep. Man at the World was shot in Willingboro, New Jersey, in a venue, and then we just kind of put a lot of pictures around it and stuff like that. And the Transplant was shot in Bristol, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Lower Bucks Hospital, Lower Bucks County Hospital. I think that's the name of it, but definitely Lower Bucks Hospital.
Yeah.
Did you have to rent the hospital?
Well, what I did was I just signed just signed off saying I wouldn't show anybody,
Right.
and I wouldn't show that it was at Bucks County.
Right.
Because we're not promoting them or nothing like that.
No, you just
so we
wanted
just
that.
need your entrance.
Yeah.
We just need your entrance. That's all. And just sign off I wouldn't do that, and we didn't do that, so it's fine.
Look, you're doing it. He's got video. He's got a record. He got one in his head. He has a show coming up. You are busy.
And also, on Saturday we're going to be shooting some of the video for In My Heart. So while we're performing In My Heart, I'm having a video guy come in that night. So everybody better come in if you want to be a part of the video for In My Heart. I know a lot of people love that song.
Yeah.
Featuring my cousin AJ Mims. So
I want to
come
be in a
that night.
video.
You better get in the front.
I'm going to be in the
Y'all
front.
get there early.
I'm
and
going
sit
to
in
be
the front.
Oh, it won't
Because
matter if she's there early or not. She's going to be in the front. Trust me. I know her.
I'm not shy. Well,
That's good.
I told this story when we went to see you guys when you played at Bergen Pack. It was a few years ago with Robert Randolph, and I said I'm going to get up on that stage. And
She
he's like,
did.
Yeah. He goes to the bathroom. He comes back. He's like,
Where the hell's my
"Where's
wife?
my wife?" And he goes, "Oh, there she
Shake
is."
your hips.
Yes,
She was up on stage.
I think
She wasn't getting. I actually have a video of it in my phone. I think.
Yeah,
Listen.
I was. And he's like, "You said it." I said, "I told you."
Everybody's looking for their wife doing Shake Your Hips. That's just what happens. They
But I'm smart enough to look on the stage because I know where she's going to be.
know what she's gonna be. Yeah, it's just having fun, letting the women, give them their time to dance. A lot of times we at the shows and they just sitting there with their husband and stuff like that. Like you said, we don't want to dance too much, so
Right.
that's your time. On ladies only. Sometimes guys get up there.
Now
Oh,
that,
really?
Yo, get him
that'd
outta
be
here.
interesting.
Well, and that's what I love about also your album Transplant is it's music that you want to move to. There's
Yeah.
music that you want to sit and kind of listen, like singer songwriters sometimes are more chill, so you go, you listen, you bop. But your music, you feel it, you feel
Yeah.
the spirit coming in,
Appreciate
yeah,
that. I appreciate
and
that.
you want to move. So
I didn't know it'd be like that. But
Yeah, you never know, but it took a leap of faith.
probably wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'm so
Saturday
glad.
night.
Saturday night.
Be there, be square.
Raven Room, Morristown, New Jersey, Horseshoe Tavern, NJ.com. Get your tickets. Marcus Randolph, My People's People. And we are
One tune for the way out.
One more tune.
I'm mad at the world.
That's it. He's giving us a little bit of live performance. So this is Mad at the World. You can go on YouTube. You can check out Marcus's videos. Find him on the social medias. And buy his record.
And be
See
there
you
Saturday.
Yep.
Saturday.
Be there or be square. Like
That's
That's
it.
right.
You'll be missing out because I'll be posting a lot of pictures.
Love.
Here we are at Mad
Love.
at the World. Thanks, Marcus.
Thanks,
Love.
Marcus.